Hey guys, Jay here. Just wanted to give you a quick update of what's going on. Now, you know that I've been a little negative because I've been blowing accounts, and at least I am testing these things, but I've been blowing accounts. Some things hadn't been working out, but I have failed to focus on what is working. So at this moment, I only have confidence in one EA. Now, that doesn't mean that this EA is perfect, but it is making money for us, and this is the Private EA trader that I'm talking about. Now, since it's a private EA, I don't have access to the EA itself, but I do have access to the trade copy mechanism of it. But let me just show you where we are and where I am with the testing on this thing as well. Let's see here. There's a couple. I tested on a couple of brokers. This broker is, no, let me go here. Here we go. This one is Trader's Way. Now, Trader's Way just closed off from U.S. customers, so you can't really get into Trader's Way if you're not grandfathered in. I happen to be grandfathered in. That's why I can still trade. I can send Bitcoin and receive Bitcoin from this particular broker. But I just wanted to show you, we started this EA at $1,000 October 27th. 2022. Here we are now from $1,000 to 13.4. Now, again, I don't like to get too happy about things, but this thing also, it trade copies pretty well to its own brokerage. In other words, if I'm trade copying from Trader's Way to Trader's Way, I'm getting pretty similar results as long as the multiples, I'm changing that in the settings, the multiples are in line with what my trading balance is. Another thing about Trader's Way, they have up to 1 to 1,000 leverage. And you don't find that with most brokerage. But at the same time, I get skewed trade copy results if I try to copy from here to just say FX Choice or Hanko Trade. I think it's called Hanko Trade or Hanko Trade, something like that. But I get kind of skewed. But from Trader's Way to Trader's Way, I give that a thumbs up. Now let's look at the FX Choice. Let me see, can I pull that in? Make it a little larger. Okay, this was a $100,000 test. This is on a demo account, of course, and this is a private EA. Again, $100,000 account. This is from November 28th to 2022. Now, as you can see, from 100,000 to 394,000. Now, remember, guys, this is demo, but it trades copies to a live account with much less money. But we were trying to structure this thing so we can get it into FTMO or MyForex funds, because as you well know, to qualify, you have to qualify with a demo account. It's a little late here, so forgive all the ums and the ums. So far, so good on that. Like this shows today's trade. Today's trade was $1,300 in profit. And just to be clear, this is just not a private EA that he just lets run. This is a managed EA. He manages it from his end, and I manage my risk tolerance from my end. So it's no way that I've seen an EA run perfectly. And what I mean by perfectly, it continues to perform. It doesn't blow your account through all market conditions. It just doesn't happen. So I actually turned the EA off, and these are my accounts. I turn the EA off when it comes to big news items and things of that nature, or if I think something's going to move the market, because this is gold, right? So we're trading gold, and there's several things that can cause the volatility of gold. So far, so good on that. Now, if you want to track that trade by trade and look at each and every trade, you can. Let me show you the MyFxBook. Now here we go. Here are the two accounts. You see the $100,000 account right here. You see the $1,000 account right here. So if you want to just go into one of these and just look at how the EA behaves, which is super important, right? It wouldn't make a good trade copy EA, especially from demo to live, if it was a scalper, because the data and how the data is transmitted makes all the difference in the world when it comes to scalping, right? Let's see, because you have to worry about spreads and things of that nature at every given moment. For you guys that aren't familiar with MyFxBook, there's a lot of information here. This shows you the month-to-month performance, 41%, 24%, 52%, 20%. I'm going to say this again. This is highly risky, and I cannot see this continuing. So when you have profits, at least when I have profits, this isn't advice, but I tend to bank my profits. I put it into something a little bit more secure, or I'll put it into another EA or another investment or another account, just whatever a person wants to do. Again, I'm not qualified to give anyone any investment advice. Let's see here. This is for you guys that aren't familiar with it. Here we go. And the history, it's only had 384 trades. Sometimes, guys, you'll see these EAs. They may have 300 trades in a month. So this is over several months. So there's only 1 or 2 trades a day. And you can see each one that's a drawdown. I love seeing this, ones that actually have losing trades. When you see something without a losing trade, it's probably a scam. It's probably been played with just a wee bit. So what are we doing next? I'm going to make another video because we're testing this with $100 accounts as well. And I want to show you a spreadsheet on how effective growing a small $100 account can be. Our overall purpose is to have at least 5 effective EAs or signal services that we can trade with very, very low effort and moderate type of risk. And what I mean by moderate type of risk, if we do certain things, the less likely that it is to blow an account. So that's it so far. That's the good news. I love this particular EA so much that I decided to trade copy it. And one day I'll tell you the whole backstory on why he stopped selling this particular EA, because people weren't taking responsibility. But that's for another video. And guys, I'll try again. I'm still making promises that I'll try to be a little bit more consistent. Go out there and make some real money, and I will check in this week. I'm gonna make a couple more videos, but I'll check in on tracking the results maybe 2 or 3 more times this week. Guys, go out there and make some real money.